It's funny because sometimes people will think I'm childish. They're like, "Oh, that's too childish. You grow up." Okay, well, what's more adult that I should be doing instead of playing with dolls? Like what? Paying my taxes? Y'all sound boring. I'm not gonna do that. And let me have this, Let me have this, because not all nostalgic things are worth looking back on, right? Like, remember, they tricked us a lot when we were growing up. I don't know if you guys realize it. We were tricked quite a bit. Like, remember when they had us thinking that hot air balloons were going to be a bigger part of our life? Remember? Like, every bit of children's media had a very prominently featured hot air balloon. And we thought we were getting them, right? We thought we were getting them. We were like, all right, I'm going to have a hot air balloon. I'm going to fly over all this quicksand. Shoot. Man, I'm going to go up in my hot air balloon, fly 2 blocks down to the store, go down in my hot air balloon, get a candy, and fly on back. Like, we really thought we were going to be traveling around in a Easter basket with a party favor that we always popped. We thought that was going to be our life. No, it wasn't. They're $100,000. I looked it up. Hot air balloons are $100,000. Who here has $100,000 earmarked for vehicle money? Who here does? Make some noise. Make it loud, because I will rob you after this show. I will do it. I feel like you can handle it. Probably take it. But they lied to us about a bunch. Like, all of our media lied to us. The only thing that didn't lie to us when we were children was Inspector Gadget. That kept it 100 with us, right? Inspector Gadget let us know that police officers are inept. They're like, we will overfund them, okay? They're going to have helicopters coming right out of their hats, roller skates, everything. They will not be able to solve a crime by themselves, okay? So you better hope you have a niece or a podcast, because otherwise you're going to jail. All these shows tricked us. They had us rooting for the wrong people. That was the problem. We were rooting for all the wrong people. Scooby-Doo. I know everybody in this room has seen Scooby-Doo. We've seen all of Scooby-Doo's business. We've seen, Too Fast, Too Scooby. Scooby goes to jail. Scared Scooby. We've seen all of Scooby's business, right? Who was the Scooby Gang, really? Who was the Scooby Gang, really? A bunch of narcs is what they were. A bunch of narcs. Watch the Scooby Gang. There were a bunch of teens driving around. They were never in school. Truants. Driving around in a van. They never got hassled by a truancy officer. White kids, right? And they tried to make us think that Shaggy was a stoner. What? If Shaggy was a stoner, he wouldn't even be there. Are you kidding me? He would have never been on time for the pickup. Also, he wouldn't be solving crimes. Like, who do you know that's a stoner who's trying to get to the bottom of anything but a bag of Cheetos? Out here smoking cloves, giving people a bad name. Right? They were a bunch of narcs. The Scooby Gang were a bunch of narcs. They were always trying to prosecute the pettiest of crimes. The pettiest of crimes. They didn't even have the authority to prosecute those. It was always some farmer trying to do insurance fraud or something. Which I was like, go for it, Farmer Williams. You can do it. Shoot, I'm not Geico. Do it. But no, here comes the damn Scooby Gang, ready to take you to jail just because you wanted to do ghost cosplay. Like, we're out here cheering for them. Rooting for all the wrong people. I don't know if you guys remember the show Murder, She Wrote. You know, if you don't remember that show, Murder, She Wrote was a show that you could watch when you were homesick with your grandma. It seemed educational enough that she let you watch it. But the main person in Murder, She Wrote was Jessica Fletcher. You know, she's an older lady who I assumed was a cop, right? Right? 'Cause those of you guys who watch, wasn't she always just wrist deep in evidence, right? Just on the other side of the police wire, just there. I was like, okay, she must be elderly division. They let her work from home, right? She gets to work remote. She's put in a lot. Now, I went on Wikipedia and I found out that Jessica Fletcher was a mystery writer and an amateur detective. And if you don't know what an amateur detective is, it's not a detective, okay? Not a freaking detective. Jessica Fletcher was just some random civilian peeking out her windows, making up mysterious stories about people. Jessica Fletcher was the original Karen, and we were all at home cheering for her. We were like, go Jessica Fletcher. Yeah, he doesn't look like he lives here. Call the cops, girl. Do it. Yeah.